Hey everybody. Hi. On honor of not getting the Masters lottery for like the 15th year in a row. Hey friends. So it's either because it's Friday or because I didn't get the tickets that I'm going to crack a nice ice cold soda pop. Okay. So for this week, a couple things. I started doing my reading. I started working out, geared more towards golf and stuff like that. Before we get kind of into that, I have two funny things to say. One, because I started this YouTube channel, I just started realizing some of the odd golf videos that people put out there where it's like, they'll be like, are you tired of slicing? And then they'll show somebody just fake slicing, and they're like, oh, I can't believe it. Oh, and then the guy comes over and is like, hey, buddy, I got it. Just think it's kind of funny. The other thing is legacy or golf and genetics. So I don't know if this is true or not, but this always seems to be the case. It's probably just because they have a good teacher or something, but like, why is it that people who are good at golf, their kids are good at golf, right? So, for example, my cousin is really good at golf, like really good at golf. Never golfed with him, but he's really good at golf. I just know because of the scores he put up and the goals that he had for himself as a golfer. So then the other day I was driving past my grandma's house, and my cousin's kid came out the door, and he was walking to my grandma's house. And I was like, oh, hey, what's going on? I was like, looks like you just got off the course. He goes, yeah, I just got off the course. I was like, oh, how'd you shoot? He's like, oh, I did pretty good, I guess. I shot a 75. I've never shot a 75 in my life. If I shot a 75, I wouldn't be on this video right now doing this, because then Swain wouldn't suck at golf, right? But, I can't blame my father for that, because he just wasn't a golfer. He used to wrap clubs around trees.
I love you, Dad.
So, this episode is about what I'm working on currently, right? So, I started the first chapter of Ben Hogans' 5 Fundamental Lessons. This book is awesome. If you haven't read this book, this is my second time through, and I want to kind of read the first little part for you because it's interesting. It's in the foreword right there. It's going to be just the first couple sentences, so don't worry. I'm not going to do a whole book review for you, but listen to this. The yearning to play a better game of golf is a national mania in America. No man who golfs is so stubborn, so conceited, or so arrogant, or so accomplished that he is not constantly striving to improve his score. He may not admit this to others. He may pretend that mediocrity is enough for him. I shoot in the 90s and I have a lot of fun. That's not good enough for me, according to the author. But this man is telling a white lie and he knows it. That's hilarious to me, because that's the whole reason I'm doing this, is because I want to get better. And I felt like I was playing good, and obviously I wasn't playing as good as I could play. And then I got way worse. So before we get into the book and like what I'm working on now, I did go start working out, right? And so I did 2 different ones. I picked the one that I really liked more. I think it's because I had more rotational stuff and less like, oh, I'm doing bicep curls, which I already do anyway. So that doesn't help me get better at golf, right? So this is what I did.
A lot harder than I thought.
It was hard.
Also, not my coffee mug. I stole it from my wife.
Sorry, wifey. So this first workout, super easy. My chicken legs actually handled it pretty well. I just use these Bowflex adjustable dumbbells. Those things are awesome, by the way. If you don't have them and you want to work out, just get those, because they are great to work out at home. These ones, I'm shocked that... Oh, go Kings. Go Kings. I used a Kings coaster to slide my foot on the actual ground of my garage. That one was actually pretty harder than I actually anticipated.
This one is the one I'm excited
This one,
about.
I obviously am looking forward to, because it's more of a swing motion, right? I mean, looks great. Better rotation. This one, same thing. I just attached this to my truck, because I don't have anything in my garage that's strong enough to like attach it to. This, again, all these workouts were actually harder than I anticipated. Resistance bands are awesome. If you don't have resistance bands, use them. They're great. And then the final one was this one. And I am severely pigeon-toed. Shout out to Bustos. Go Kings. Shout out to Bustos. I'm severely pigeon-toed. This one was really hard for me because I think my pigeon toes were just not ready for it. So just so you're saying, like, I'm just trying to do those kind of things. Get better at working out. I'm only going to do that once or twice a week. I'm still going to do my normal workouts, but just something that's geared more towards, like, getting my core engaged and rotational stuff and hips, and maybe I won't have chicken legs after a year and a half. Who knows, though? Can't cure pigeon toes, though. So getting into the Ben Hogan book, right? So this is my first book. It says to basically, like, do each section in, like, focus on each section for, like, a week or something, or do 10 minutes to 30 minutes every day for, like, a week or two. I think I'm going to spend 2 weeks on each one, just to get really, really good at it. So what I worked on today or this week was that. Oop, not that. That. The grip, right? And so all I was doing was sitting in my couch, right? And I'm doing this, and then I'm getting my fingers on there. Then I'm wrapping. Then I'm doing this, making sure that I'm in the right spot here. And then these are kind of loose, right? So I'm just doing that, right? Trying to make it one unit. And actually, it's a lot different than what I was doing. The first time I read this, I think I did this, and it helped my game significantly. And I just realized how far I've gotten away from this, right? So that's all I worked on. And that's all I would swing 10 minutes a day, because I don't really have 30 minutes every single day, but I spent about 10 minutes a day doing that. And then the workouts only took me 20 minutes. So super easy to do, not that difficult. But I can tell the difference just making my hands more of one unit and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. And then while I was doing all this, I decided to go golfing with my buddy Brad. We go super early in the morning to Lamb Park Golf. We're like the first out. I like to have my coffee on the course. It's great. And all I was going to focus on was my hands, right? Only my grip, nothing else. Don't care about anything else. And I came across something crazy. And I'm going to show you in a second, but watch this. So this is my buddy Brad and I, and I recorded him accidentally, and then I recorded myself right after it. And I'm not going to change anything about this because I'm only working on the grip, and that's what I'm dedicated to. But watch how we're about the same height. Watch how small I get. Look at that. He's standing straight up, and I look like I don't know. It looks like I'm trying to swing a tennis racket or something like that. Like, I'm so low. Look at my back knee. Swain sucks at golf. And watch this. I'm going to show you something. This is me playing before my best round I've ever shot. And this is me when I had a good swing. And it turned into this awfulness. So watch the comparison here. Look how much taller I am. That's my contact right there. How much better is that than the grossness that was this week? Just unbelievable. Thankfully, I'm not going to care. I'm just going to keep moving forward with pros and lessons. Oh! This is one of the best shots I've ever hit. I had to show it again. In a 7-iron with a 3x3 window. It was awesome. So anyway, I'm just going to focus on the grip. I'm not going to worry about anything else. Obviously, it's going to be in my head that I'm like bending my back knee, but that's not why I'm doing this. I'm going to go through the motions, how it says to do it, how the pros say to do it, and move forward that way. I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to I don't want to make that mistake. I don't want to just like start focusing on too many things and ruin my golf game again. So I'll just focus on the grip for a couple weeks and move forward from there. By the way, I did sign up for lessons, and I have my first lesson on Monday at 9 a.m. I think I'm going to start doing this every Friday. Every Friday I'm going to give you guys some content, unless I go live or there's something awesome that happens, like I get a hole-in-one or something. But Monday, 9 a.m. is my first lesson. I'm going to keep practicing on grip. I'm going to keep working out and then move forward from there. So after this next coming week, then I'll move on to the next thing, which I think is posture and stance or something like that, and whatever the pro tells me to do. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next week.